like he did in the previous Blitz game.
Right.
So it seems like if position is not familiar for both, or I don't know, it's original position, then Levon turns to outplay Maxime. So which we've seen in fact in both in both Blitz games. So
Right.
Levon was the one who got better position.
So they handshake and start the clocks and
And
already played
they've played it up to that point. So it's,
we already had this position
yeah,
on the...
so they're repeating the first Blitz game. E3 played, everything goes according to plan, castles, h3, c6, knight goes back, knight goes to c7.
It's not like
so
game
far,
rook c8, rook b8, rook a8.
yeah, so he will not play rook c8 anymore, that's clear. So he plays b6, which is different. b6, castles, bishop b7, and a prophylactical bishop to h2.
And
Wow, a lot of
a5,
moves.
a4, I can see
I guess it's like c5, a4, a5. Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes more sense.
And knight
c5,
e5.
yeah, so c5 was played a4, a5, and knight goes to e5.
597, here we are.
Oh, well, already knight to d7. Yeah, our electronics is not in time to follow the game. Knight takes d7, queen takes d7, something like bishop
G4.
f3. Oh, bishop g4. Why is that? Why would you need bishop g4? So that
E6.
if you provoke e6, then this knight has absolutely no prospects. It's like it has to spend a lot of time to be redirected somewhere.
Here we have queen d2 and bishop c6.
Yeah, so queen d2 played and bishop c6 played. b3 played by Aronian. Well, his knight on c3 is not doing a great job either.
I don't believe this is the last game of this match. I thought it was
Well,
like
it has to be.
endless match.
Yeah, they're so evenly matched, those two
Yeah.
players. Yeah, rook fc8. Now, for a change, I like the position Maxime Vachier
For
Lagrave
black.
got from the opening. Knight e2, c takes d4. While what we are taking with, well, actually,
I think when
can make sense. I mean, to take with the knight.
knight,
Yeah,
knight
that's what.
jumps on d4.
That's what Levon did. He still keeps, yeah, judging on the clock, he still keeps his 1 minute advantage.
Right,
And
b5 we have here.
So black started to, well, organize some counterplay here.
Yeah, he wants to trade the pieces and also look the pin on...
Yeah, so bishop on g7 pins the
E1.
knight. You can't really take d4 here. Sorry, you can't really take c6 with the d4 knight. I think black is very
You
comfortable.
know who is the happiest person right now? Dinglerian, who is, I guess, sitting in his room and watching
Yeah,
live.
watching the tie break, and he already knows it's finished for him. Okay.
We
Yeah.
have a takes b5, knight takes b5.
A b5, knight b5, and what? And you kind of got to play c3 here. You don't want this structure to happen so that black will take on b5 or on d4, and you will have to
See
recapture
right
with
here we
e-pawn.
have
So c3 played.
knight takes
d4.
Pawn, e takes d4.
E
and-
takes d4.
Right,
Okay.
and
A4 and b4.
Yeah, bishop b5.
Bishop e5. I dare to claim that black does absolutely fine here.
Yeah.
Black does absolutely fine.
Here we have rook
Rook c1
C1.
and a3. And he wants to put the bishop on c4 and the
And
pawn
A2.
on a2. While bishop on h2 is not doing all that much.
Yeah, but here, white comes bishop e2 to trade the bishops.
Bishop e2, queen to c6,
Bishop takes, queen takes.
bishop takes, queen takes.
Now queen will come on c4, probably.
He's just in time to play bishop d6 and put the bishop on c5.
Here we have rook c6, bishop
Rook
c5, and rook
bishop
a6.
c5 and rook a6. So now it's a time to play rook a2 to block this pawn, right? But how do you go through? Rook a2 was played.
Right. Can black now trade the bishops or not?
Yeah, like bishop f8. Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe
First he
even
played.
not.
First he played queen c4. First he played queen c4. That's very, very tough task for Levon, it seems.
What about
Position-wise,
time? What about
position-wise,
the time?
they're almost equal. They're
Few
almost
minutes on the
equal.
clock.
Queen e2.
Queen e2.
Queen e2.
Queen e2.
So he wants to take and then push the b pawn.
Yeah, that
Well,
makes
maybe
sense.
that's a strong idea.
Right.
Maybe that's a strong idea. I mean, he's not fearing this one, right? Bishop h6,
Not very much.
No, I'm not threatening bishop c1. I mean, I can play
Black
bishop.
take on e2.
Black has taken. Yeah, that's the
and
position.
Rook A3.
A bishop. Rook a3. Yeah. So that's what happened
Take,
basically.
take.
Takes. a2, rook a1, rook a3, rook to c2.
Right.
Rook to c2.
Can rook b3? No, rook b3 is not a
Rook
move.
b3, he's going to take a2. Bishop f8 played by
E5.
Maxime. Bishop f8 first.
First,
White
king
played
F-
king f1, and then it's
E5.
e5.
Bishop
Bishop
takes.
f8. So that if king f8,
King F8,
king
and
f8
it
white,
takes
so white has an extra pawn and extra half a minute. King e7, king e2, king e6, f4. Has to be still within the drawing margin, but oh wow, d4 was played. This is
D4?
something. Yeah, okay, just take the pawn. You can't do much. You can't.
D4,
Well,
king
king d3.
D5.
King d3 is possible. So if takes king d5,
d5,
yeah.
right.
So that's the
Then
point.
he-
Yeah,
the
and he
king
opens the
comes to
third
the-
rank. He opens the third rank. Yeah, he takes.
Takes.
King d5.
I thought he offers draw or something. You said
No, I mean, you can offer a draw, but yeah, you can only do this with the white pieces. I mean, they're kind of resigning the match at the same
Yeah.
time. Rook d2,
Can king comes on e4?
keeping the d pawn on the board for a little bit.
King comes
King
on c4.
c4, so he wants to go all the way here, or what?
But he
d5,
loves to play
king
d5.
b4, d6, and king b3.
Right.
Protecting the pawn. Oh wow, this is serious.
King F.
This is serious.
F3.
King f3, king c3. Rook will have to go. Rook f2. Oh wow, that is something.
Rook
I mean,
F2.
now I don't understand what's going on in this game. What I know, they will start getting increment after move 60, and we are quite close to move 60.
Really?
I mean, 44, so it's not like they will lose on time. Well, something has happened. It was a check here.
No, it was h5 actually.
It was h5
Let's get it
first.
from
Yeah, okay, let's get it from here. That's the current position. White played g4, takes, rook a5, threatening f6.
Black king traveled the world. He was everywhere.
Yeah, he's threatening f6, it seems. Rook to
F6 we
e2,
have on the
and then
board.
f6 anyway.
King
King takes
G6,
g6,
check on
rook
G8,
check on
King
g8,
King h6.
king h6.
King h6. Now I think rook g4.
Rook takes g4. What's going on here? f5, king f5, d7. Can this be a solution?
f5.
f5 played, king f5,
e6.
e6.
Rook comes
No
on.
mate here?
Rook
Rook
comes on.
a8, rook a8, check. I think Levon is winning. Takes and takes on a2. I think he's
He
just
pushed
winning.
a7.
Rook takes a2, e7. I mean, it's a winning position.
Ah, there's a queen on
Rook
the board.
d2, yeah, queen on the board. Rook takes d6. Well, now my pawn has stuck on e8. I think we better switch to a camera view because it's queen against the rook. I mean, it's queen against the rook. It's obvious Levon has to win this position.
Right.
That there is
We
nothing to
are having
analyze. So
already
just
this.
yeah, let's just follow this one. And he still has somewhat more time. Has still somewhat more time.
Let's see when they
Yeah,
took the last pawn
so
to
50,
calculate.
59, no. Move number 61, so 111. Black has to survive till 111, which
Yes.
happens to be a pretty tough task.
Yeah,
Well-
we're having rook and king versus king and queen
Yeah, now
already
it's,
for second
now
time
it's
today.
clear. Now it's clear that they do have increment here. Queen d4, getting closer and closer. Black king is on b1 in this position, ladies and gentlemen. Black king is on b1, and rook goes far away to h3. And this is the way computer defends this kind of positions.
There should be checks, many checks.
Checks. King a1, queen to f6, and the rook is lost on the next move, and Levon goes to the final. King a2, queen e6, rook b3, king c2. That's all she
King
wrote.
e1 and
Queen a6, and
handshake.
congratulations to Levon Aronian. Well, showing a fantastic display in this Armageddon game.
Right.
We don't know what was happening here, but
Oh my God.
oh my goodness! I mean, he cannot believe
He's
this.
smiling. He's
He cannot
happy.
really believe
I'm really
this.
sorry, but
Yeah, well, it's a pity for Maxime, who did
He-
play.
He played amazing tournament.
Yeah, he
played
did
amazing
have
games.
a really, really good tournament, and you know, to get eliminated like one
Yes.
step away,
Oh
one step
my
away from
God.
qualification spot.
You
That's
know,
really,
I
really
secretly
painful.
had always my favorite, but in this match I had not.
Yeah, so smiling Levon Aronian.
Yeah.
I hope we can get him for an.
So welcome back to the studio. We have the winner of the match, Levon Aronian. My congratulations once again. Tell us what happened in this match. It was long one, the longest in this tournament.
Yeah, I think our classical games were not that exciting, but in the Rapid and Blitz we kind of gave back our depth. And, well, I thought that I had the advantage throughout the match in the Rapids, but I couldn't convert. And I was not really being able to exploit that advantage.
First game actually you lost and you had to come back. How difficult it was?
Yeah, it wasn't easy, but when you have nothing to lose, you know, you just go for it. So it was a kind of a dramatic day today, and I'm very delighted that it's over and I came out as a winner.
Yeah, so can you say about the last game? Let's say Armageddon is always takes a lot of attention of the spectators. How is it to play when you have to win again? Okay.
Well, I mean, you have to be lucky. There are no like recipes of winning, of playing precise moves. No, you just have to play fast and hope that your opponent will make some mistakes.
If at the same time you could have comment this game as usually you do when you play with Maxime some Blitz games, who do you think would win? I mean, Blitz games.
It's tough to say. Last time we played in St. Louis, I think he was winning, beating me. So
You could have had more chances, you think so?
he's a very good Blitz player, but I think I proved that I'm not that bad either.
How can you compare this match with something else you had before? I mean, was it the toughest, let's say, in your career, or there were something else you can compare with?
Well, the stakes were extremely high, so definitely one of the toughest and I would say most precious victories.
You've been a winner of the World Cup before, so how motivated are you to become the winner for the second time? Or let's say you reached already the goal you had?
Well, I've reached to say the goal of the tournament, and then there is a bonus, which wouldn't be bad to collect as well. So, and at the same time, you know, I'm always reminded that this came after 12 years, so there's a circle. So the circle has to be completed. So it's nothing to do with me. It's just the way the nature works.
And fate.
Yes.
Here you have a lot of supporters, it's clear, and we could hear applause after the end of the match. Do you feel this energy? Do you feel it?
Absolutely. And it would have been, I mean, if I had lost, this would have been extremely tough. Loss for me, because today is the Independence Day of Armenia, so this would have been a disastrous day for me.
Yeah, congratulations also.
Thank you.
So it's a double holiday in a way. Thank you so much for the short interview, and see you in the final. Thank you.